Alrighty everyone, so we all know that Jon Favreau is pretty much on a strict mission to really bring Star Wars back to its roots, back to the vision of George Lucas and exactly how he treated the original trilogy, how he approved many of the stories for Star Wars Legends back in the 90s and the early 2000s, and exactly how that's really going to blossom into the new Star Wars universe and combining all of that with the Disney canon. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, if you would like to go ahead and check me out at Mike01 on Twitter, you guys can go ahead and follow me on there right now if you would like to. Now, we're on a very interesting path right now because both Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they have a lot on their plate. They're dealing with, of course, shows like the Ahsoka series, the Book of Boba, which is coming out this December. By the way, that's going to be exciting. It's being called a show that is all killer, no filler. And that's exactly what Robert Rodriguez is really going for, the director of the series. So when we actually dive deeper into what Jon and Dave are really trying to brew here, basically what they're trying to do is that they are trying to bring back many of the Star Wars Legends characters, and they're also trying to pay more respect to some of the beloved characters like Luke, Ahsoka, others out there that we are already aware of, like Grand Admiral Thrawn, Ezra Bridger. A lot of that is all going to come full circle in the mandoverse, as the Star Wars fandom is calling it right now. So Jon Favreau, he's been talking more and more about Season 3 of The Mandalorian and exactly where it's all going for the Star Wars universe and how Kathleen Kennedy is, not as involved, thankfully, with Season 3. She's only involved with the Acolyte TV series on a creative level. So creatively speaking, she is not involved with Mando Season 3. So moving past all of this, alright, given that, of course, Jon and Dave are hard at work, and both Disney and Lucasfilm are primarily focused on projects like Star Wars Ahsoka and even the Book of Boba Fett, both Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are also heavily invested with The Mandalorian Season 3. It's best described that currently Jon and Dave are doing big, unexpected things for the Star Wars franchise. In a recent interview, Jon Favreau was able to talk more about the future of Star Wars and was able to confirm something deeply exciting for the fandom. Now, when Favreau was questioned about what characters will be focused on in Mando Season 3, Favreau took no time to answer that, of course, Din Djarin, however, you are going to be getting crucial story elements for those like Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano. Me and Dave are working on a great story that will explore the connections between Ahsoka and Luke and how that is really going to grow within the beautiful universe. Favreau continued to explain that the main focus for Mando Season 3 has a ton to do with the Force and how it is going to impact some of the core characters that you are all familiar with. When Favreau was further questioned about what, of course, Luke and Ahsoka's connection is going to be, he states that this is something that he wanted to explore for years, ever since he saw the Clone Wars animated TV series and especially Rebels. To see what it would be like to have these two characters interact would be a game changer, and that's exactly what we are preparing to do. Though I don't want to give anything away of what Luke and Ahsoka's connection will entail, you will be surprised it also holds another connection to a beloved character that is going to be very fun to work with. Now, completely separate from all of what Jon Favreau said, in addition to all of this, Mando Season 3 is actually set to involve Luke Skywalker in the series that will be tracking down Jedi lore and training Grogu in the very beginning. One major scene that is set to be filmed this fall is actually set to involve both Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka meeting inside of an ancient Sith temple, where they will actually discover a Sith holocron that holds secrets of the dark side to learn more about its power, to find some form of a weakness to whoever goes down that path in the future. Now, both Luke and Ahsoka are said to also have a scene that is going to deal heavily with an exchange of dialogue involving Anakin Skywalker, and new truths about the character that the fans never knew of, which is really going to take fans by surprise. Now, on top of this, Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano are also said to have fight sequences in Season 3 towards the very end against a brand new foe that is being created by Dave Filoni, that is being kept secret right now to keep things as a big surprise to the fandom, which actually suggests that this character may be in the form of CGI of sorts. So, the thing about all of this that I think really takes a lot of fans by surprise is the fact that there is going to be a Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka connection. Jon Favreau basically confirmed the leaks that have been going around for a couple of months now about Luke and Ahsoka having scenes in Mando Season 3 and even in the Ahsoka Tano series. There's a lot at work here. Basically, they are using Disney Plus to create the new Star Wars Legends, because TV shows can be so expansive, alright, just like books and comics. TV shows are just like that. They can be just as expansive as books and comics, because they can stretch things out by seasons, they can make other shows connect to other shows. I mean, they have endless possibilities. So now that Jon Favreau was able to make things a little bit more clear about what we can really expect in Season 3, not only is there going to be a major connection between Luke and Ahsoka, but there's also going to be an aspect that has a lot to do with the Force. This show, this season I should say, is going to be very Force heavy. Even Dave Filoni said this, that the Force is going to be strong with this season. Now, the actual scene that's set to be filmed by this fall, alright, we're not quite sure exactly what month it's going to be. It could be October, it could be November, but it is going to be this fall. They are going to be filming a major scene that takes place in an ancient temple, an ancient Sith temple, that's going to involve a Sith holocron. Now, the only time we really got a good look at a holocron, a Sith one at least, in live action, a nice close look, was in Solo: A Star Wars Story. You guys may recall when, of course, I would say a little bit past midway through, if I remember correctly, we actually got to see Dryden Voss's place, and you see the Sith holocron mounted. We were able to see that actually in live action, and now Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they want to take advantage of that more and kind of dive more into the lore of holocrons and how that can really play a major role in the storytelling process of The Mandalorian Season 3 for some of the Force-related characters, like Luke and Ahsoka. Now, Ahsoka Tano, you guys may or may not be aware, but Rosario Dawson is getting ready to train hard for the role for the Ahsoka series. So, in Mando Season 3, she will be in it, but she won't be in it as much as you think. She's going to be in it more than how she was in comparison to Season 2, which was only one episode. She's actually said to have 2 to 3 episodes worth of screen time in Season 3, which I think is plenty, before she moves on to doing her scenes for Ahsoka Tano series. Now, Dave Filoni's also working hard on that, because that show also is going to be very Force related. It's going to have a lot to do with different realms, like the worlds between worlds, and the realm of Mortis, and the netherworld of the Force. A lot of things are going into that show, and we're going to be talking more and more about that tomorrow. And I think that what Ahsoka Tano is so exciting about the character, honestly, is that she has this history. She has this history with Anakin, and we're going to see a lot of how that carries over to Luke gaining that knowledge. So, overall, guys, I would really like to hear your opinion on what Jon Favreau was able to confirm about Mando Season 3 and exactly what's coming our way, and what you think about this connection. Where do you think it's really going to lead? So yeah, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon we hear